Yes, I do recognize that song. That is Magenta's Coming Over from Blue's Clues. I do recognize that one that Magenta just played there. Any of you wondering, my daughter has a... Like I said, my daughter's autistic, so she likes to collect weird stuff. I collect weird stuff too. She also collects weird stuff. She bought a Magenta that we put batteries into. It barks. It plays music, and the song it just played was Magenta's Coming Over. So if any of you guys are wondering what that was all about, that's what it is. She's coming over right now. Show them the Magenta.
Pop right.
There's the Magenta.
And there's a pop right.
Yep. And when she pushes the ear, she just said hello to you guys. Hope you like it. Bye. There's a song. Magenta's coming over. Magenta's coming over. Okay, that's enough of going back to the Blue's Clues days. Okay, we are now going to talk about the next cartridge real quick, and that is the Toaplan Arcade Collection 4. And just like the other one, you get the cart, the manual, more stickers! I think that's awesome. I still haven't figured out if I'm going to use the stickers or not. We'll figure it out. But alright, let's go jump into some gameplay from these ones and show you guys what these ones are like. Alright, so the first game we are going to check out in here is called Dog Yum. It's another one of their staple type games. This is a shoot 'em up. And this one, I suck at it right now, but damn do I like this one. Love that opening gun I got there. I mean, just look how nice that looks. And you get some really nice big enemies on this screen. Graphics look great. I mean, the game is just really, really nice. But yeah, I suck at it. Nice explosion there when you die. Love that. Love the way your ship comes in. Gotta be careful on what guns you grab here when you get the new guns and all that. But yeah, definitely well worth it. I think, is this the point where I grabbed the gun and I had no clue what I was doing, if I was just using it wrong or something? I like the purple gun. And then, yeah, that right there, what the hell? Doesn't even stretch anywhere in the screen, and then as you can see, I get a game over. But physically wise, excellent, excellent game on the Toaplan Collection number 4. Let's move on over to the next game in the collection. Alright, the next one we're about to jump into is Grind Stormer. For any shoot 'em up fan, I don't know if you need an introduction to this game. You already know what it is. This one is my favorite off of this collection, I'll probably say. You get those two little ships on your side. The closer you move them in, you can get a stronger style gun. And it's just, this one I love. It's on the Genesis. I don't know if it was on the Super Nintendo, but it's on the Genesis. I do know that the original cart for this one had some issues where the cart would die pretty quickly, which does suck. And I do know that Retrobit is doing a re-release, and this is going to be in there. So definitely look into that. It's a little expensive. It's 3 of the Toaplan games. It's their collection number 2 from Retrobit also. But man, this is an awesome game. It is a lot of fun. To move your ships back and forth, you do it by pushing up and down. You got to stop shooting to do it naturally. Then you get to move your guns so you can get a better spread shot. You can get them nice and close to get them somewhat stronger. I mean, this game, if you've never played it, you need to check it out. Either check out the Genesis version somehow. I'm not going to say how, but there is something known as a ROM out there. I did not just say that. Or buy this off of Steam or off of GOG. You can get this game individually for like $6, I believe it is. And I think you'll love this one a lot. The search gun is pretty fun. I kept trying to grab it to show how the search gun works, and every time I grabbed it, I died. But the search gun sends those two little guys in the front of you out, and they attach themselves to whatever they're going to try to blow up. Just a holy neatness. Yeah, that's a good word. Holy neatness. All right, let's move on over to the next game. All right, the next game in the list, Knuckle Bash. Now, this is basically a two-player beat 'em up, and this comes and takes Toaplan out of their major game collection, where they're doing something different. And for this one, this is actually a really good beat-em-up game. It's not like Final Fight style or Streets of Rage or anything like that, but they really did a good job on this beat-em-up. So I have no complaints with this one. It's not really scrolling stages like you see in a lot of beat-em-ups. It's more like you're stationary in most of them. You know, you get the little area for fighting and all that. But yeah, physically wise, this is actually a really good beat 'em up. I spent quite a bit of time on this one. There are like, I think 2 different modes you can play. I only played the main mode right here, but there's another one that kind of feels like a boss rush type idea. And so here's what I mean. I just beat the first part of that level, and I move on to the second one. You get to beat up some bellboys. I mean, nice big sprites, good graphics, and that. And when somebody beats you in the game, one of the bad guys beats you, you get a big picture of their face on there, so that's kind of neat, you know, because they're happy they beat you up. But yeah, physically wise, this one's not terrible, and it's definitely a good beat 'em up game by Toaplane. So it's definitely one to check out and see what you think. Here's the only part where you kind of scroll, get the, you know, destroy the peeing baby thingy. And here I come up with what should be the first boss. And yeah, this game is actually pretty decent. Definitely one that, you know, is a good add-in on the game system, or on the cartridge, I mean. And definitely well worth checking out. Alright, next game, a little bit of a warning here. It does have flashing lights. But this is Bippins, I think that's how you pronounce it. Say it does have flashing lights. I try to skip over it as fast as I can. As you can see, I have played it once before because my initials are in there. So that's cool. The object of this game is basically your perverts. As you can see from the little book thing right there, how they're looking up the girl's skirt. It's amazing what they got away with back in the day. And right there's the flashing lights. I tried to skip by that as fast as I could because that's even annoying to me. But it's definitely, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Bonsai Brothers, even though you're not stealing stuff, but you're putting bombs on these little computers or whatever they are, and the object is to plant them as fast as you can. You got whatever that's supposed to be, a squirt gun, I don't know what the heck it is you're shooting there, but you get a little bit of a defense to go up against the guys walking around, and you can either let them just sit on the floor, you can knock them down full way and stuff like that, like how I let that guy sit. But after you get all the bombs set, or you get caught like I just did there, you go and you exit the room, which we'll see here in just a minute, because I got to set one more bomb. Let me get that guy off the screen. So you set the bomb. Now everything gets ready to explode. You hit the exit. Boom. Everything blows up. And it reveals part of the picture of the girl that you're trying to take a look at. The game itself, like I said, how I started off saying that, you know, it's like a perverted game type idea. I don't think there's any nudity or anything like that. Haven't been that far. Haven't even undid the full girl picture yet. But the game itself, the gameplay, is actually very addicting and fun. I am enjoying playing this. I think it'd be great with a second player and that. But yeah, I'm really enjoying playing this game. I find it to be a lot of fun. Alright, we are going to move on to the next game now, because you kind of got the idea what this game is. Alright, now we're moving over to Sky Shark. This one I didn't put a whole lot into or talk about too much. This happens to be the Nintendo version of the game. This is the 8-bit version. I find it to be extremely fun. I loved it on the Nintendo. I have it on there and it's awesome. And this is just a Nintendo version of the game. And like I said, there's not a whole lot to talk about here. It is based off of one of their other arcade games, which is on one of their other collections. I don't remember if it's on 1 or 2, but it's on one of those 2. And yeah, it's the 8-bit Nintendo version. It's really fun. It's a great game to play. It's not that easy, but it's definitely well worth it. You collect the S's up there like that to improve your guns and that. But yeah, the game is a lot of fun. Definitely worth checking out. And that's going to take us to the last game, Snow Brothers 2. This seems like a game that when I'm watching stuff on Steam doesn't need much of an introduction. Seems like a lot of people know what this game is. Basically, if I remember the game correctly, Bubble Bobble. This is basically Bubble Bobble, but being called Snow Brothers. The same idea. You get here, you try to get these guys killed off or turned into snowballs with your bad breath, apparently. And yeah, you just do this till you clear the stage and you go up to the next stage. That's all this game is. It's very addicting, very fun. And I love the characters you got to look at the beginning of the game. You know, very strange, the characters they give you. They look like babies. And even in here they do. I mean, look at that front tooth that's sitting there. But yeah, this is a very, very simple style game. Pretty much, if you've played Bubble Bobble, it's the same idea. Clear the stage, collect the stuff, and keep moving up. I don't know how far this stuff goes or anything like that. But yeah, very addicting, very fun. And if Bubble Bobble was first, this is a great Bubble Bobble style clone game, I guess would be the way to call it. They did an excellent job on it, and it is a lot of fun. Alright, so there you have it. I call it the Toaplane. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it or not, but the Toaplane Arcade Collection 3 and 4 that have just been released a few days ago, I believe it was. Oh, it was the end of the month type idea, end of November. So there it is, Toaplan 3 and 4 of the Arcade Collection. 2 excellent Evercade cards that you should really look into. And I know the question that everybody's wondering right now, since I do have the Toaplan Arcade 4 in my Evercade right now, what happens if I put the number 3 cart back in? Now the number 3 cart has 7 games on it, this one has 6. So that would be 13 games when both are put in there. So let's see if we get a total of 13 or if we get 14 games. Here we go. And we get 14 games. So if you have both Evercade, both Toaplan arcade carts 3 and 4, there is an extra game in there. And let's see which one it is. So we already know all those ones. All right. There is a second Snow Brothers game in here. So the first Snow Brothers game is the extra one that you get. So let's go ahead and select that and take a look real quick. This looks like it might be an 8-bit version. Sure does. Push start. Something tells me this is the Nintendo version of this game. I don't think it was ever on the Master System. Oh, it's a little bit different. I haven't actually played this one yet neither, and I just died. Alright, let me try this again. Alright. So once again, this is a very... Oh, died again. This is very much just a copy of Bubble Brothers, I think is what it's called. Whee! Set myself for a little flight there. Boom! And there we go. That should take us over to the next level. Bingo! Alright, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The very perfect Toaplan Collection Arcade 3 and 4. Hope you enjoyed this little playthrough here and showing you what the games were. I think this is an excellent collection to go after. Check it out now. I will put a link in the description of where I purchased these from. Plus I'll put a secondary link of another spot where you can look at buying them from. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in part 2 of my new Evercade games. Thank you for watching.